Yeah. So, in our earlier class, we were discussing briefly about SAP, right? So, when I say SAP, you may think that, okay, systems, applications, and products in data processing. Right? So, it is just a full form of SAP, but not it is the meaning of SAP, right? So SAP in other terms is call it as an ERP. So when I say ERP, so it's a kind of software which helps any organization to do optimum utilization of its resources. So when it comes to resources, we have 4M's methodology, right? So 4M's means the money, based on the business size, we have money and we have men to work and we have material and we also have to have machines if required. Right? So in ERP, the E represents enterprise, which means a company, and R represents resource, which means the material. The men, and P represents planning. So planning means the optimum utilization of the resources which are listed above the 4M's. So in simple terms, the ERP is the combination of business management practice which integrates the company's core business to achieve specific business objectives. So when I say objectives, you must be think that what could be the objective of a business. For any business, profit is the objective. Agree? So, uh, so for any organization, as I said, profit is mandate. So we have to plan in such a way that the utilization of the resources that forums we have to maximize them to use. Okay. So before going ahead, I would also like to tell you that please make notes of it, Raviteja. So I'll slowly get into the subject, and it will definitely help you 100% to be as a consultant, settle as a consultant. Okay, but try to
Okay, sir.
make notes whatever I am showing on screen. Okay, sometimes you may feel bored because this would have already been discussed in your concepts of while learning in college days. Okay, so earlier,
Okay, sir.
yeah, so earlier, whatever demo we have done, you might not be having the recordings, right?
Yes, sir.
Just a moment. Hence, keep each and every recording with you. We will be getting some links to you. So this is anyhow, I am recording as a video. I'll be sending you after it gets recorded. But in future course of action, maybe can you go on mute? So in future course of action, we will be having go-to meeting request or Teams. We will get it. So earlier it was there, but I don't know, some technical reasons it is not working fine. But however, uh, the moment class is over, I'll be sending you the links. Please try to download it and try to save it in a place where naming as class 1, class 2, class 3. So if you feel sometimes you might forget during the uh, your day-to-day activities, you may tend to forget. So what you have to do, just try to open the class, whatever the class name you have maintained. Today being class 1, so try to name it as class 1. Like as classes increasing, you start naming them as 1, 2, 3, like that. Okay, so that it will help you to revise your memory. It will memorize. Okay. So, so this recordings will definitely make you help whenever you require any revision. Okay. So you may keep listening from me about the optimization of the 4Ms. So when I say optimization, the business object of any business is getting the profit. So not even not only profit, sorry for the background noise. So not only profit, it 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 has to be maximize the profits, right? So let's say I have got out of my investment 10 lakhs, I have got 15 lakhs as a revenue. So if I remove my cost, I'll be getting 5 lakhs for first year. But you wouldn't be stopping there, right? So you will definitely, any business person would definitely think of getting more profits. So for that, he will definitely has to think of uh, removing the wastage, or optimum utilization means to make more profit. So he has to have profit maximization and wealth maximization. Okay. When I say profit maximization, it would be a short-term benefit. Uh, you wouldn't be having much planning about it. You have something called uh, utilizing the resources properly will fetch you good profits on a short-term goal. But when it comes to wealth maximization, it will be increasing the company's brand capacity in the market. So getting the profit is not only an objective of the business. It is also a business has to increase their brand. Increase, when I say increase, it has to reach to the each and every person across the medium that it can be reached maximum. Okay, so that is called brand. So when brand reaches each and every person, it will definitely fetch you out uh, lot of wealth and profits. Okay, so why I'm trying to tell you all these things is to correlate the subject. Okay, so when I say subject, uh, as I was saying that resource optimization, so there are so many companies who uses uh, to work on only on these things. So they work on the market trend. So how is it market? So what are the competitors? What are the competitors that they have? And based on which what can be the best suit to follow the financial terms that they can make more profit. So when I say profit, as I said, it's not a short-term goal. It is a long-term goal. Okay, so I'll slowly link up all these things to the subject. So it is everything. I mean, everything and anything is linked to the subject. Okay, so if I talk about how to increase the wealth. So let's say someone said that information is wealth. So when I say information is wealth, how can this be? So we have a lot of companies. I'll take few examples. In the market, we have a lot of companies such as Zomato, Ola, and Amazon. Amazon is the one of the biggest platform where the goods, electronics, everything is being sold. And if I take example of Zomato, it just gives, it's a platform. That's it. It doesn't prepare anything to cook. It is a cooking. It is a food application wherein people, the restaurants and the needy people get in touch with at one platform. So what Zomato does, it takes the stock of information of all the people. So information is something which helps Zomato to fetch out the profits. So they are maintaining a lot of information in the system. So what all the hotels that they have. So based on which people reach the platform of Zomato. So after reaching the platform, they what they do, they start ordering the food. So from there, Zomato will charge some minimal balance or minimal profit to the restaurants. So in this case, Zomato did not do anything. They are just they are acting as a mediators. So to do all these things, we have to have something called mechanism. That mechanism is called ERP. Okay, so you have to maintain all these things. We have to have some tool wherein it has to track, it has to utilize properly, it has to maintain on time. So whenever an order comes, it has to be reached to the needy, the person who ordered. It has to reach to him on time. So it's all to be maintained at a proper manner until if it let's say you have ordered something in Zomato and you did not receive on time, you will definitely feel frustrated, right? So for all these things, you have to have proper planning. So planning means, let's say I'll give you an example. So I hope you're working, or are you a student, Raviteja?
Working, sir.
Okay, so where are you working? How
Hello,
far it is? So where are you working? How far it is from your place?
sir.
అది ఎంత
Hello.
దూరంలో ఉంది? మీ ఆఫీస్‌కి, ఇంటికి ఎంత దూరం
మాది
అంటున్నా?
మేడ్చల్ సార్.
Okay, so it might take 25 to 30 minutes to reach from your place to Medchal, or 1 hour.
ఆ,
So you'll definitely plan
40
something.
minutes, sir.
Okay, okay. So 40 minutes. In simple terms, when you start from when you wake up, so from today onwards, what do you think? Okay, I have to have some plan from today onwards. Of course, you will have definitely daily, but today being you started learning new course, so you will have some new plan in your day of plan, right? So when you wake up, you do your plannings in such a way that okay, this is 9 o'clock, I have to attend the class, and then I have to fresh up myself and start uh, start preparing to office. Okay, so to go office, you will be preparing yourself and getting ready, and it takes 45 minutes of time. Then you have to start somewhere 1 hour before to office, and after reaching to office, you will complete your work by 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, and you will definitely come back to home, or if you have
Mm.
any household chores, you will completing it and coming back to home. So after completing then, so you will definitely have some 8 hours or 6 hours for that matter. So in that 6 hours you have lunch time, you have since you started getting trained, you have to have some time to spend on this learning. So you have to practice something. Okay, and after doing so, you will have your dinner and you will go to bed. So this is a simple terms. In simple terms, every person has to have their own planning. So with this planning, a database is maintained in such a way that we will fetch out the result whatever we are intent to get it. Okay. Okay. So I think you are following my wording, and if you have anything which you are not able to understand, please let me know. Are you able to understand, or bouncing or boring?
No, sir.
ఓకే. అంటే అర్థమవుతుంది గదా!
అండర్స్టాండ్.
ఏం ఏందిరా బాబు సుత్తి కొడుతుండు
అర్థమవుతుంది సార్.
అనుకుంటున్నావా? ఓకే. సో
లేదు
అంటే
సార్.
దిస్ ఈజ్ దిస్ ఈజ్ బీయింగ్ వెరీ ఫస్ట్ డే. ఐ జస్ట్ వాంటెడ్ టు మేక్ యువర్ గ్రౌండ్ పర్ఫెక్ట్, so that when you get into the system, when you start working uh, on or practicing on SAP, you will get to know more about it. So, but this is something base base where you learn something about SAP. Okay, or SAP or ERP or anything. It's a kind of learning. Okay. So where are we? So if you so to getting into more on that, so I would request when you start practicing, you need to have proper. I know you have been learning from your intermediate and graduation and the postgraduate. You you must have accustomed to accounting principles, and you must be knowing what is accounting, what is general ledger, and what are the golden rules of accounting, all the jazz. But I would request to do some brush up on your accounting knowledge, so that you will not end up with confusion. Okay. So by the way, when did you complete your post graduation? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, when did you complete your
Hello.
post graduation? Yeah, Raviteja.
2021.
21.
21, one
Okay.
year back.
So you still have good fresh knowledge on the accounting. Okay. So maybe by the way, if I ask you what is accounting, uh, maybe can you give me two words? So what is accounting? Why do we do?
All entries of finance.
Mhm. Yeah. So when it comes to accounting, we need to identify the transactions, and we have to classify the transaction, and we have to record the transaction in business. In business, when I
Business
say
debit credit.
identify, yeah. So when I say identify, so what kind of accounting entry that pertains to? Is it a is it an expense? Is it an income? Is it pertaining to asset? Is it pertaining to liability? So after
Liabilities.
identifying, you have to classify it. Yeah. So you have to classify it, whether it is a real account, as per the golden rules of accounting, whether it is a real account or nominal account or I mean the
Profit loss.
personal account. Okay. So all these come into picture when you get into accounting. Okay. So after classifying, you have to record it. Let's say you being proprietor of a company or CEO of a company, you made some transaction, such as making the payment to the employees, which is said to be salaries. So when you make salaries, so the entry would be salaries account to bank. So from your bank account, it is going. Okay. So these all things will come under accounting terms. Okay. Anything which involves money is termed as accounting. Okay. So in which you have to maintain all these things in at one place. So the place which I am talking about is database. So database is nothing but which maintains each and every transaction of a company, be it accounting or any other term. But accounting is a main pillar of any business. Whatever you do, if you do any HR related terms, if you do, if you see the picture which is on screen, there are see this is when I say ERP. Okay, we have got HR. Okay, we have customer relation management. We have distribution. Okay, we have planning here. Okay, these all pertaining to planning. Okay, this is about how market is showing, and we have some kind of internal reporting and planning also, and we have people working here. So these all come under uh, the planning, and which is intern linked to accounting. How? So when I say accounting, people are working, and we need to make the salaries payment. Okay, so we are making the salary payment, which is indirectly or directly linked to accounting. When something is invested for planning, you bought some computers, or you have done some digitalization in your organization. So you have to have spent some time, and you have to have spent some money around it. So that will definitely, whenever money come into picture, it will be deemed as accounting term. Okay, so you why I'm saying all these things, anyhow, in our in our next sessions, when we start working, I'll also give you some kind of accounting related stuff where which will help you. Let's say, we, as I was saying in our demo, we have accounts payable, we have accounts receivable, we have asset accounting. Okay, and we have MMSD. So all these linked to accounting entries. So I'll give you what kind of entries involved. So whenever we are discussing about the let's say, I'm talking about, if I talk about asset accounting, what are the entries that we have to post? So all these things will come into picture. Okay, so you may be listening to all these things frequently, the accounting term and the wealth management and profit. I mean, wealth maximization, profit maximization, all these things, because these are the terms which we will be using, and you will be listening more. Okay, so of course, you will definitely get maybe in interview also, you will get some kind of uh, questions about it. So when someone is asked what is SAP, you will simply say that SAP is system application processing, but that's a full form of it. You will also have to tell them, okay, so it's an ERP wherein it's a kind of database where we maintain all kind of recording. Okay, so this will definitely, the one which I'm talking about will definitely help you in order to fetch out a job in future course of action. But what I would suggest you is make best use of it and try to revise the classes that we have been discussing in the classroom, and try to practice more. Okay, and try to note down the list. I hope you have written down whatever is on screen. These things, just write down in notes as day 1, day 2, and day 3, and give the dates in your notes in easy terms that you can understand. So whatever the best way you understand, you can make note of it. Otherwise, you will tend to forget. So that's the only reason I am reiterating to make a note of it. Okay. So uh, so most of the people, when we are making any accounting treatment, so most of the people do not know the accounting cycle of it. Okay, so do you know what is accounting cycle? Okay, so accounting cycle is something which starts from the transaction, making the transactions from day-to-day business, and the journalizing the transaction into business, and up to balance
Testing
sheet.
the balance worksheet. So
Sorry, sorry, can you repeat?
identifying transaction,
Yeah,
recording
identifying
of
and
general entries
yeah, journal entries, from it starts from the journalizing the entries and ends at
at
balance sheet. Inside
balance
balance
sheet
sheet.
work.
So balance sheet, so balance sheet definitely gives some insight to the stakeholders or the management, which will definitely help them what can be done better. As I said, optimizing the resources. This will definitely, balance sheet will definitely help them understand. So what is the state that they have at that particular or at that point in time. If they look at the uh, status of their assets and status of liabilities. So what is the net asset value? If okay, what are the creditors? What are the debtors? Okay, all these things we'll get to know with the balance sheet. So to make this balance sheet readily available, we have to prepare all these things in a database. Okay, so to better understanding for the management, we have to optimize. As I said, we have men, we have machinery, we have money, we have material. So when it comes to men, in olden days, let's say if you go to bank in 30 days ago, maybe if I take 30 days ago scenario, when you go to bank, when you ask him to check the balance of your passbook, okay, in what is the balance in your account. So in 30 days, I mean, 30 days ago, yeah, there wouldn't be having any computers, right? So he has to go to one of his racks. He has to check where is that he has maintained the ledger book of your respective account. He has to open it, he has to see it, and he has to update the uh, what is that, your passbook manually. He has to write each and everything manually, right? So it takes lot of time. He has to go and there are a lot of human resource needed. He To maintain all these recording, he needs people to maintain. So he needs the stationery, lot of stationery. He needs space, he needs human resource to write each and every transaction. So all these things are very difficult to maintain. But now, because of the digitalization, the moment get into bank, you'll uh, the moment you ask him, or even on your fingertips, you can check the balance in the mobile app. So don't you think it is very we are utilizing the the manpower very efficiently because of this digitalization, right? So you need not to, if you, in today's scenario, when you get into bank, let's assume that you get into a bank, you ask him a statement. What he does, he simply get into your account number. He gives your account number and he gives the print immediately on the spot. So there is lot of men. There were a lot of men involved in olden days. So now everything vanished. All these things are just available in the database, right? So when it comes to machinery, when I say machinery, in the same fashion, if we have to construct anything, a big group of buildings or apartments, we used to have a lot of people to work on, but all these missionaries have come into picture. We have minimized, right? We have minimized the utilization of human resource, and missionary come into picture, which will definitely help. Okay, and money. So because of these optimization, money will get reduced. So when you are spending less money, you will definitely get profit. So spending money, when it reduce the usage of money, will definitely save some money, which will indirectly a profit to you or margin to you. Okay. So same fashion, we also have to use the material also in the proper manner. Okay. So I think this will end soon in 10 minutes, but we will continue. Okay. So hope till now you are clear.
Okay, sir.
This is in journal. You also know it. Just I am trying to reiterate to correlate with the subject. Okay. So as a consultant, you will definitely have to have some background knowledge of all these simple terms, optimization or wealth management or profit maximization. Okay, and journal entry terms, accounting terms. So in interviews also, you'll get to see what if I have to buy something on credit. So what is that, it will come into picture. If you have that kind of questions, you will definitely understand that okay, on credit we have to have vendor management. Okay, so these all things will come into your mind when you brush up and when you accustom yourself well versed with accounting terms and all these things in your place as a ground level. Okay, so as a consultant, you also have to have good knowledge. As I was saying, as I was saying that the database. is most important to record all these things. Okay, so how you record, how you maintain these database effectively. Okay, so being consultant, you should know what all the configuration that you have to do in the system. So any company, if you take any company such as Amazon or Tata, they don't know, they may buy the ERP or software or SAP software, they buy the software, but they do not know what to do with it. Okay. So what you have to do as a consultant, or they also come to you as a consultant companies. We have a lot of consultant companies, let's say Infosys, TCS. We have a lot of different small companies and big companies also. We have Wipro, we have Infosys. All these companies they are rendering their services to the needy people, such as who are in manufacturing, who are in service industry. So when they come to you, when you work in the company called Wipro, so your manager will ask, okay, boss, we have got uh, this company, manufacturing company or service company. So we need to work on this project. So when you get into a project, you will definitely have to have some knowledge, and based on the configuration level that you understood, which we are going to talk about in detail in future classes. So based on that knowledge, you will definitely understand. Okay, so the company is relating to so and so. Let's say services related. So it will what are the accounts that we have to maintain. All the things will come into picture. So this we will be discussing in detail. Maybe tomorrow we will also have the theory class, post which we will start working on the customizing the SAP tool in the SAP tool. So maybe you may get the access. You please get the access by day after tomorrow, readily available, so that you can uh, utilizing the SAP access in the server, and you can start practicing. And I would request to log in through laptop only. If you log in through mobile, it will show you very small screen and you will not be able to understand what is the customizing screens. Because this PPT definitely you might have seen, and you can simply understand the terms of what I am trying to tell you. Okay, but uh, this the SAP ERP system is completely new to you. You will not be able to understand. You will not be able to correlate. So where I am going, what I am doing, you will not be able to understand in small screen. So try to log in the laptop only. If you are really not able to log in through laptop, okay, you can make best of use of it, or you can try to revisit the videos, whatever that being recorded now, you can revisit the videos. So this is something covered as a theory today. So we will be covering theory once again tomorrow. So then we'll start the practical class from a day after tomorrow. So if you have any questions, we can discuss now. We have 4 minutes to wind up the class. So, do you have any questions, Raviteja?
డౌట్స్ ఏం లేవు కానీ సార్ కొంచెం ఇది టాపిక్స్ లాగా ఏమన్నా ఇస్తారా సార్ మాకు? అంటే
Topics
సైడ్
in the sense,
ఇప్పుడు నెక్స్ట్ అంటే ఈరోజు ఏం టాపిక్ మాట్లాడుతున్నాం, దాని సైడ్ హెడ్డింగ్స్ అంటే నెక్స్ట్ రేపు ఏం టాపిక్ అనేటి ఇట్లా ఉంటాయి కదా సార్?
అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఈ రోజు టాపిక్ ఇప్పుడు ఇది ఉంది కదా, we have discussed about SAP. సో ఇన్ SAP, అంటే ఇప్పుడు నేను చెప్తున్నప్పుడు మీరు చిన్నగా నోట్ చేసుకోండి. వెన్ యు ఆర్ నోటింగ్ ఇట్ డౌన్, మేబీ స్టాప్ మీ వెన్ ఐ సెడ్
సార్ నా
ఎంటర్ప్రైజ్.
దగ్గర ఒకటి మొత్తం ఇది ఒక షీట్ ఉంది సార్, అవి టాపిక్స్ కరెక్టో కాదో లేదో చెప్తారా?
చీటా? అదే ఓకే ఓకే, మన మురళి ఇచ్చిందా?
మురళి ఏమి ఇవ్వలే. మురళి సార్ ఏమి ఇవ్వలేదు సార్. నాకు బయట ఇచ్చారిది.
ఆహా! ఎట్లా మరి నాకెట్లా తెలుస్తుంది? ఇప్పుడు
బయ్
వీడియో చూయిస్తారా? లెట్ మీ
ఆ!
స్టాప్ షేరింగ్.
మీకు వాట్సాప్ చేస్తా సార్. క్లాస్ ఎండ్ అయిన తర్వాత వాట్సాప్ చేస్తా మీకు.
ఓకే. ఓకే. సరే. సరే. ఓకే. అంటే ఏముంది జనరల్‌గా కెన్ యూ రీడ్ దిస్ ఔట్?
ఓకే సార్. టాపిక్స్ నేమ్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఇంట్రడక్షన్
హ్మ్.
ఆఫ్ ఈఆర్‌పీ, ఇంట్రడక్షన్ టు ఎస్ఏపీ అండ్ R/3.
R3 ఓకే.
హ్మ్. గ్లోబ్
హ్మ్.
క్లాసిక్ జీఎల్ అండ్ న్యూ జీఎల్ కాన్సెప్ట్
హ్మ్.
విత్ పీసీఏ.
హుహు. ఓకే. ఓకే. సో, అది క్లాసిక్ జీఎల్ ఇవన్నీ న్యూ జీఎల్ అనేది లాస్ట్‌కి మనము అంటే ఒక క్లాస్ ఉంటది. అంటే ఎట్ ది ఎండ్ ఆఫ్ ది
హ్మ్.
సెషన్ ఐ విల్ టేక్ యూ త్రూ ది న్యూ జీఎల్ కాన్సెప్ట్. బట్
హ్మ్.
ఫస్ట్ అయితే మనం ఇది ఈ ఈసీసీలో ఏముందో నేర్చుకుందాం ఫస్ట్. ఆ న్యూ జీఎల్ కాన్సెప్ట్
ఓకే.
అనేది ద ద లేటెస్ట్ వర్షన్ ఆఫ్ ఎస్ఏపీ విచ్ ఇస్ S/4HANA. ఓకే.
అంటే అంటే ఇట్లా మనకి కొంచెం కొంచెం ఈజీ ఉంటది కదా సార్. ఈరోజు ఈ టాపిక్ నేర్చుకున్నాం అని చెప్పి ఇట్లా.
సరే. సరే. సో,
హ్మ్.
రేపటి నుంచి నేనేం జేస్తానంటే, బిఫోర్ ఐ స్టార్ట్ ఐ విల్ గివ్ యూ వాట్ ఆర్ వి గోయింగ్ టు డిస్కస్. ఓకే. అండ్
ఓకే.
uh, I also write in the notepad on screen. You can note it down. Okay, na?
ఓకే.
I think that
ఓకే
will
సార్.
be uh, good for you, right? సో లెట్స్
ఓకే.
సే ఇప్పుడు నేను రేపు కొన్ని ఎస్ఏపి మాడ్యూల్స్ గురించి చెప్తా. అండ్ సిస్టమ్ ల్యాండ్‌స్కేప్ గురించి చెప్తాను రేపు. సిస్టమ్
ఓకే.
ల్యాండ్‌స్కేప్ గురించి. ఓకే.
ఓకే. ఓకే.
అండ్ కంటెంట్స్ చెప్తా. ఆ కంటెంట్స్ అన్నీ చెప్పినప్పుడు జస్ట్ మేక్ ఐ విల్ రైట్ ఇట్ డౌన్ ఆన్ ది నోట్‌ప్యాడ్. సో,
ఓకే.
నోట్‌ప్యాడ్‌లో నోట్ చేసినప్పుడు యూ విల్ రైట్ ఇట్ డౌన్. దాంట్లో చూసుకుంటూ మీరు యూ కెన్ నోట్ ఇట్ డౌన్ అండ్ యూ విల్ ప్రిపేర్ ఎ నోట్స్. సో, వాట్ యూ డూ
ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పేదంతా
ఏం
నోట్
చేస్తారంటే
చేసుకున్నా
ఇప్పుడు
సార్.
ఈరోజు గుడ్. గుడ్. సో,
హ్మ్.
ఒక నోట్స్ తీసుకోండి. అంటే రఫ్ నోట్స్ కాదు. ఒక
రఫ్
పర్ఫెక్ట్
నోట్స్
అంటే
కాదు. ఒక కొత్త
ఎక్స్‌క్లూజివ్‌గా
నోట్ బుక్కే
ఒక
తీసుకున్నాను
నోట్స్
సార్.
పెట్టి
నోట్ తీసుకొని
ఆ!
మీరు
నోట్
చెప్పిన
తీసుకొని రైట్
నామినల్ అకౌంట్, రియల్ అకౌంట్‌కి
హ్మ్.
కూడా మొత్తము దాని రూల్స్ కూడా
రాసుకున్నా.
రాసేసుకున్నా నేను ఆల్రెడీ.
ఓకే. ఓకే. గుడ్. గుడ్. సో, ఇప్పుడు డేటేసుకొని క్లాస్ 1. సో,
హ్మ్.
డేట్ మళ్ళీ నెక్స్ట్ డే రేపటి డేట్ వేసి క్లాస్ 2, క్లాస్ 3 ఆ విధంగా
హ్మ్.
వేసుకుంటే ఏమైతదంటే అండ్ ఎట్ ది సేమ్ టైమ్ వెన్ యూ ఆర్ సేవింగ్ యువర్ వీడియో సేవ్ ఇన్ సచ్ ఎ వే దట్ గివ్ ది డేట్ and if I say introduction, give as intro and class 1.
ఓకే.
So when you get into system అంటే system లోకి ఎంటర్ అవ్వగానే you will understand. ఓకే.
ఓకే.
ఓకే. ఇంకా ఇది ఇంట్రొడక్షన్ అంటే నువ్వు మీకు ఈజీగా ఉంటది. అంటే కోరిలేట్ చేసుకోవడానికి. ఓకే. యూ హావ్ ఎనీ డౌట్ ఇన్ ఇంట్రొడక్షన్. ఓకే. నోట్స్ ఓపెన్ చేస్తాము. ఓకే. ఈ రోజు అయింది క్లాస్ 1. క్లాస్ 1 వీడియో ఓపెన్ చేసుకొని చూసుకుంటాం. సో, ఓకే. అది. సో, దట్స్ ఆల్ రవితేజ. హోప్ యూ గోట్ మై this thing. So I try to